thought I would never have any use for all the stuff she taught me. I'm referring to all these spirits and ghosts and things. I never really believed in any of that before today. Well, whether or not you believed it, you rattled off that spell like an expert, and you put just the right amount of power into it. Ita smiled. It's obvious you did a conscientious job with your education. That's for sure. I chuckled, reaching up to itch the back of my head. Vedoma always knew how to get what she wanted. You, mister, you're going to have to remember all the science your mother taught you. Without realizing it, the Nissa had just repeated Vedoma's admonition to me, almost word for word. Whoever sent that shade isn't just going to leave you alone. Then, eyes narrowing a little bit, she glanced at me again and asked, I see you already know whose toes you stepped on. Actually, there were a number of possibilities. The most obvious one was the priests of the Frost Temple. I told the Nissa about them, and also about the trophies we had acquired from their castle. This seemed the most likely origin of the whole mess. That was my first thought, too. The Nissa confirmed my suspicions with a heavy sigh. After all, that night when you attacked the castle, I saw everything. Then she added in a very serious tone, We need to leave this place, master. The further south, the better. True, they'll come for us either way, but I'm sure that way you'll be able to prepare for them. Do you regret ending up with a master like me? I chuckled. As you can see, my life's a barrel of fun. Werewolf assassins, mages, and now priests. I've managed to step on a lot of toes. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead already, replied the Nissa with a rueful laugh. And as for your enemies, they're my enemies now too. And what difference does it make if we have one more or one less? Plus, chopping up those priests was the right decision. I had plenty of opportunities to see what they were doing while I was waiting for my old master to return. They committed many evils in that castle. It's good that you consigned their nest to the flames. I'll admit, the stuff you took from them has me a little worried, but I can tell that you understand all this already. Don't you doubt it, I answered, and then added, By the way, I didn't know that the priests had the power to command shades. Apparently they've got the powerful soul catcher in their ranks, the Nissa shrugged. They managed to suborn a shade, and also make it travel such a long way from the barrier. So that must be the sovereign it was talking about, I mused. Oh, do you think it meant... Well, that little god of theirs, I muttered. Or the wicked. Ita let out a derisive snort. He is not a god at all. He's one of the Hrimthers, one of the ancients. Before he was exiled to Niflheim, which is where he belongs, he wreaked a great deal of evil on the land. My grandma used to tell me that during those times the northern lands were almost entirely depopulated. The ice demons, or Hrimthers, are bloodthirsty creatures, especially the ancients among them. Who exiled him? The wizards of the Brejvin Waste, who concluded a pact with the emperor who resigned at the time, the Nissa replied. They were also known as O-rings. I don't know what about them originally caught the interest of the human emperor, but I'm sure their price was a high one. But this was all a very long time ago, before most of the empire, along with the wastes themselves, were covered by the shadow. Nobody really remembers those great events anymore. Well, except for creatures like me. I remember distinctly that I felt utterly flabbergasted as I sat listening to the Nissa's story. What the hell kind of place is this, I thought. Demons, mysterious O-rings of some sort who can exile the demons to other planes of existence, and of course the shadow. I can only imagine that the mysterious benefactor who sent me to this world must be rubbing their hands gleefully. On the other hand, there was one thing that was good in all this. All those extremely powerful creatures seemed to have died out long before I made my appearance, or at least I sincerely hoped so. So those shades, who are they? I asked my next question. For some reason, the usually taciturn Nissa was eagerly sharing information with me all that evening. Apparently.